Bienvenue à Firenze, or welcome to Florence. This is my second time in Florence. I actually studied here when I was younger, about 10 years ago. So it does feel a little bit surreal, but also very familiar at the same time. And I want to show you guys some of the sights of the city. I love this city. It's very near and dear to me. And yeah, Andiamo. I have behind me the beautiful Duomo. This is Brunelleschi's most beautiful architecture, and his legacy stands with Florence today. It is made from the white marble from the Carrara Mountains, or the Carrara marble that is found throughout Italy, and it is just amazing. This is built in the medieval, obviously the Italian Renaissance. This is one of the flagship monuments signifying the reign and the rule of Florence and the power of the at the time Florence was a city-state. A little Italian history. At one point Rome was its own city-state. At one point Florence was. At one point other cities throughout Italy were as well. And this is what let everybody know that they had dominance over the other city-states. So enjoy the beautiful architecture. Buongiorno. I have behind me the world's famous Uffizi Gallery that houses some of the most famous artwork in the world. One of them being the Birth of Venus, the Caravaggio, the head of decapitated head, the shield. There are wonderful works from Raphael, from Botticelli, from many Italian artists here. This is actually a landmark in Florence, not only for the artwork, but it was actually one of the only places. Uffizi stands for office, and these are actually offices that were used during the World War II. So you'll actually see behind that is the Ponte Vecchio, and behind that are the only bridges that Hitler spared during World War II. All the other bridges throughout Italy, they didn't make it. But because the Ponte Vecchio was so beautiful, he let them go. So let's enjoy the Piazza di Signora, and let's see everything here that we have. Just a pro tip, if you're traveling in Florence and Rome, it is notorious for pickpocketing. If you are carrying your bag, keep it in front of you. Just keep just be very aware of your surroundings, because there's people from all directions, and sometimes the pickpocketers will actually go into the tour groups and pickpocket people. So because basically you're seeing people with tons of cameras stopping dead in their tracks to take pictures of things and leaving themselves exposed. So just don't be that person. Just be aware of your surroundings, because right now we're just going through and I'm seeing a million people they're just not aware. So don't be that person. All right, ciao. I'm sorry. That was amazing. Alright, let's go. Alright, right now we are at Ponte Vecchio. Ponte Vecchio, as I mentioned, was one of the bridges that were spared during World War II because they were so beautiful. And then we also, the place where you want to buy gold. If you're into gold, Ponte Vecchio is the place. It's very affordable, and they usually offer a lot of variety, and usually there's a lot of competition. However, you have to check to see if it's authentic. So that's just the risk anywhere when you shop overseas. Try to ask for some sort of certificate of authenticity, kind of test it. If you know anything about gold, it's a good time to maybe brush up on those skills before you buy something. Because you don't want to go back to something that's a piece of garbage that you paid too much for. And remember, the euro exchange isn't very good right now, so if you're coming from America, it might not be your best bet to buy gold there. So sometimes it's romantic, oh, I bought a gold piece, but sometimes it end up being really nothing at all. So I don't want to be negative, but I just want to be mindful that there are tourist traps, and places that are known for gold or known for silver or known for things like that tend to be tourist traps. So just be careful. So ciao for now. Okay, right now we are in a trattoria in Italy, and we're having a break. We're having a lovely lunch. I just want to give you guys a tip. First of all, eat at a trattoria. There's trattorias and there's ristorantes. So basically, trattoria you don't have to tip, ristorante you have to tip. Here's our food. So right now we're at a trattoria outside, and I just wanted to let you guys know I had the Nazarda salad, and I asked them to have it without hard-boiled eggs and without tuna, and I'll enter that footage in here. It was absolutely delicious. I love this lifestyle of having a nice lunch on the square. And then one other thing is that when you order water, you have to say una botella de agua sin gas, if you prefer like a regular water bottle. Otherwise you're gonna get like a sparkling water, or they say like a water with gas. So they won't just give you like tap water. So they will charge you for the water, so it's gonna be either sin gas or con gas. Alright, ciao. We just had a lovely lunch. We met some other people from the United States. They're from Iowa. They were lovely. I'll say lovely again. So right now we're chilling on the steps of the San Croce. This is where Michelangelo is actually buried, as well as Dante, the person who wrote Dante's Inferno. So, fun fact, they charge admission to go see the bodies of Michelangelo and Dante. I forgot how much it was, probably like €5. It's usually the going rate around here. But we're just having a lovely afternoon in Florence. We're on our way to go to Pisa, waiting for our tour group. And one thing I want to mention, and John, you can help me with this, is that what was the difference of doing a tour in English versus a tour in Spanish?
Spanish is very fast.
It's true. So you gotta walk faster, and everyone's late. No, they kind of leave a little later, but which is a good thing. But you might have to.
And they're very punctual.
Yeah, not very punctual. But as far as the price goes, let's talk price.
Oh, the price was less than. I guess it would be more than double. So 75% more in an English tour than it was in a
Spanish tour. So John doesn't really speak Spanish, and so he's been fine because we're just here for basically like the transportation.
And I just follow.
And he just follows the person.
And the guide, he spoke a little English. So.
Yeah, he did, and he was cool.
And then I was up front with it, and I told him, I didn't.
Yeah, and you can always let them know that you don't speak Spanish. I mean, usually people speak more than one language. We're in Europe, so it's not uncommon. So it was really cool. And then, basically we kind of just translate for him, and if it's worth saying anything, if not, just think about it as the transportation is just cheaper. So we don't take every tour on the excursion, but I definitely think going forward, as long as they offer Spanish tours, it seems like it's the best value. It's better than getting like an Uber, because usually the Uber doesn't come with anything except here you go. So at least we get to see all the sites. They take you to all the places. I highly recommend looking into Spanish-speaking tours.
And this one was $30.
This was €30, and we're going to Florence and Pisa.
$30
$30, so it's less than that's less than euros. So you actually save money. So because the exchange isn't very good right now for us Americanos. So ciao for now, and that's a pro tip. And we're just hanging out at the San Croce. Ladies and gentlemen, bienvenue à Pisa. We are in Pisa right now, and behind me, if you can see it, my camera focuses, it's actually the Tower of Pisa. So we're here right now for about 45 minutes. It's the tail end of our tour. It's all you really need here. The Field of Miracles is just a couple of things. A lot of shopping and counterfeit bags and things like that is what you'll encounter on your way. But once you get here, it's well worth it. Take your picture. Try your best. If you don't have a good photographer, take a silly picture. Some of the best ones I've ever seen online were where they don't even completely match up at all, and they're really great. So anyways, it's been really nice to see the different parts of Italy. Like I said, I've been here about 10 years ago, and I like that the northern region is so different from the southern region. You can even feel the Germanic influence in you know, the architecture. The Alps are here, the weather's a little cooler, the foods that was in Florence versus what we're gonna eat in the south and Rome and Positano and all that. So very, very, very interesting. I really enjoy Italy from top to toe. It's a beautiful country. It's one of the best countries I've ever visited. I always enjoy coming here. Not that I've been here a zillion times, so this is my 4th time being here. So I kind of feel like a little bit of a aficionado for Italian stuff. So, but yeah. Anyway, so arrivederci, and I'll talk to you guys for now. So ciao. One thing I want to mention is that you'll see Pinocchio everywhere. It's a lot sold in the merch and all the different shops. And the reason is that Pinocchio was actually written in Italy. And you think of Geppetto and he has a different kind of Italian accent. He actually has a German Italian accent. So basically we're in the area of basically northern Italy that's close to almost like German and Switzerland. And you'll find even the people's accent will reflect more of a, you know, like a German or a Swiss accent. So it's very interesting to see how as the regions, the more south you go, I know that in Rome you can definitely speak Italian, or excuse me, you can definitely speak Spanish, and the Italian and the Spanish sound very similar. The same would go with Naples and Sorrento. So the more north you are though, the more you'll find it's a little more difficult to kind of understand their Italian. So it's very interesting, and so yeah, that's why you see Pinocchio everywhere. So I always like that part of Florence. I always think it's very charming. And in the beginning, in the Disney movie, when you see in the first scene all the red roofs, that's Florence. That's the same buildings that you see in Florence. So awesome little Disney Italy crossover. You know, we love that. And ciao.